In today's video, we're going to take a look at how to install the Bolt M for Striker. Now, the Bolt M for Striker is compatible with the AS01, AS02, and AS03 platforms. Today we have an AS01 that we're going to take a look at. Let's start by taking a look at what comes in the package. This is the Bolt M engine. You're going to have a cylinder head with an O-ring around the back shaft. You're going to have your center shaft, and then your cylinder. Put these together. You want the hole in the back there lined up with the notch in the cylinder. It doesn't matter which way, it's symmetrical. Put it in either way. The first step is going to be to disassemble your Striker. This won't be covered here. There are many videos showing how to do this, and it's quite straightforward. You can use the included tools to remove the trigger guard and then remove the stock from the receiver and remove the bolt out of the back of the receiver and dispose of all the internals as you see fit. What we have left is the cylinder with the attached handle, the stock, and the receiver. Let's go ahead and install the cylinder. Now, there are 3 slots cut in the cylinder. If you look at how the cylinder sits in the gun, the top has no slot. We want to line up the hole with the notch there on the left side of the gun. Okay, so this is the top. We want to line it up there. You see the slot here, you can't see the hole on the right side. Next, we're going to just install the cylinder head. Tighten it down with the Allen key. And there you go, our cylinder's ready to go. In order to route the Airline for the stock, you see here we have the included Airline adapter. We've already trimmed the Airline to length in this case, just for simplicity in the video. But in order to route the Airline, we're going to need to make a couple small modifications to the stock. First, we're going to need to drill a 3/16 1/4-inch hole in this location right here. It's in the back wall, right there. Airline is going to come out the side of the engine there and then get routed back through that hole. It's going to sit right like that. Okay, so we need to drill a hole in that back wall. Again, 3/16 to 1/4-inch or 4 to 6 millimeters should be sufficient. Next, you're going to need to drill the same size hole in the bottom of the cap here, so that when the Airline comes out in this area, it can come right out the bottom. If you prefer, it's more work, but you can route the Airline further back in the stock and have it exit anywhere along here if you like. We're not going to show how to do that in this video, but it is possible. It requires disassembly of the stock to route the Airline. The next thing we're going to need to do is to cut a relief where the Airline will fit between the stock and the receiver. Now, this is easy to accomplish. This is just polymer. You can cut with a Dremel or even something like a round rasp, which we have here. Works very easily. And you want to cut just enough of a relief that the Airline can slide in between the receiver and the stock there without too much resistance. We don't want to be pinching the Airline in that area. Now let's go ahead and assemble everything. The cylinder simply slides in the back. You'll need to pull down the trigger. Now you can see the hole that we were talking about earlier lines up with the front of the 2 holes on the side. Our Airline fitting is simply going to go through, and you need to make sure you line it up on this side and press it all the way in. Make sure it's sitting firmly in place. It should be just below the surface on this side. And that's it. Now we just have to put it back in the stock. So reinstalling the stock, we're going to route the Airline through the hole we've drilled. Put the stock in place. Make sure your Airline sits in the relief that you cut. And now it's simply a matter of reinstalling the trigger guard and the bolts, holding the gun together as you normally would. Airline can further get routed through the grip cap You can install your push-to-connect fitting. Simply firmly press it onto the line, and we're ready to go. So this has been the installation video for the Aries Striker Bolt M. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below or contact us at tech@wolverineairsoft.com.